There are 9 justices on the Oklahoma Supreme Court, and with the death of one justice and the retirement of another, Governor Henry is expected to name his recommendations soon.
So who are the front runners who could potentially change the future of Oklahoma? Joining us with new information this morning on the new nominees, our political analyst, Scott Mitchell. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Rich. Good morning, Leanne.
I'm guessing that the governor is going to want to move fairly quickly because he is about to go out of office. A new governor will come in. What's the thought process there?
Well, yeah, this governor wants to play in this game, and he's the governor until January, and he's going to get to appoint two Supreme Court justices. Of course, Justice Rudolph Hargrave is retiring effective December 31st. So two spaces are open on the court. Ironically, Justice Apollo and Justice Hargrave were appointed within a month of each other by then Governor David Bourne back in ’78. So a little bit of irony there.
Could you give us an idea who some front runners might be?
Yeah, sources are telling us that that the names that are circulating right away in terms of Justice Apollo's seat would be District Judge Robert Bell. I'm sorry, that would be Court of Criminal Appeals Judge Robert Bell out of Oklahoma City, and a surprising name, which is not surprising in the legal circles, which is Jim Priest, who is the Democrat nominee for Attorney General. Priest was sure when you contact him, he's going to say, I got a race to win, and he is battling very hard for the Attorney General's seat, but in the event Jim were not to win that, I'm sure his name would be at the top of the list with Judge Bell, and maybe some others will pop up.
What is this going to do, I guess, to the appearance or the look of the state Supreme Court?
Well, it's going to get younger. Justice Apollo and Justice Hargrave, as I said, were there since 1978, and they weren't real young men when they went on the court. So they've had 3+ decades. The court is going to get younger with this, and it will be just a younger court, and there will be more issues that they're more attuned to. Not that Justice Apollo and Justice Hargrave weren't with it. It's just that this will be younger men at a particular time, and perhaps younger women. It's not unforeseen that could be somebody else's name pop up in this, and I'm sure that the chattering classes today will be talking about what about Democrat nominee Jerry Askins if she doesn't win. So it's going to be a different looking court for sure.
We speak so much in terms of balance on the U.S. Supreme Court. Does that come into play on the state Supreme Court as well? Is this balanced one way or the other, conservative, activist?
You know, we don't have those sorts of inquiries into the background. It's a little bit different. You have a judicial nominating commission, half of whom are picked by the governor, half are picked by the Oklahoma Bar Association and a lay person. So the battle really goes on behind closed doors. We don't have those sorts of Clarence Thomas, Bob Bork sort of hearings. So it's not near as contentious, and the balance is not talked about near as much. And undoubtedly, these will be Democrats. I mean, this is a Democrat governor. He's going out, and when you see the next governor come in, that probably will be this. That's how the ideology will break down. So, no, we don't do the same sort of thing in Oklahoma as they do in Washington.
Scott, we're out of time, but as always, we appreciate your insight. Scott Mitchell, our political analyst.